Views. I don't want to be Mr. Views. Views. I don't want to be Mr. Views.
Now, there's a song that I play on my pre-stream. All right? It's the Back in Time song. And if you're not aware, this is a song from a video game called Singularity that features a time warp mechanic where you're going back and forward through time. And it's a really good song. You know, for the time, 10 years ago, this was a game that really didn't have much attention. I played it, did a full playthrough, and the game got a lot of attention because of my playthrough, which was cool. And this remix was a part of that. Okay? But there's a joke in that song from my commentary of the game about rape. Yeah, there's a joke about rape. And yesterday, someone in the stream chat on pre-stream called me out for it. And they said, why do you keep playing this song? All right? I say, well, here's the thing. First of all, I 100% agree that rape is not something to be joked about. And back then, 10 years ago, I was super immature about it because I came from the fighting game community. All right? And the fighting game community, I hate to say, back then was pretty immature too. All right? I'm not kidding. This is the truth. In the fighting game community, at least from when I was a part of it, from the late 90s through the 2000s, all right, actually using the term rape, you got raped, all right, in the fighting game community actually meant you just got destroyed in a match. You basically got utterly destroyed. Maybe you got double perfected, or, you know, you got destroyed. The giant combo completely wrecked your whole team. You wouldn't say, oh, you got wrecked. Oh, you know, you got wiped. You say you got raped. People would actually say that as an acceptable term in the fighting game community. It's not. Now I understand that because in the last 10 years, I've become a much more mature and wise individual. I've educated myself on the subject. I know how insanely messed up it is to reference a horrendous
It's okay, guys.
life
Rape was funny. It was funny back then. And,
it's
you know, it was a
joke.
So it's okay now because it's a joke now, right?
But I was immature and I didn't know that. I was in a groupthink mentality of the fighting game community that always used that term as a casual term in dialect to the point where I was throwing it around left and right as if it meant nothing. It was just a joke. It was meaningless, right? It was harmless. It's not harmless. It's not harmless at all. It's completely fucked up to say stuff like that, right? Now, you'll listen to this remix of this song from Singularity, and you hear me say it, and you're like, man, and every time I hear it, I cringe. Every fucking time I hear myself say it now, I cringe. And I say, you know what? I'm going to keep playing that song. You want to know why? Because I need to remind myself that that's who I was. That's what I used to do. And
DSP, you got it wrong. You just got to yell, right. It's a prank, bro. Every time you play the song, it's just a prank.
Past, from the internet or from the world, we'll never know we did them, and then we're destined to repeat them. And that's why when I hear we want to erase this from history, we want to do this or that, I feel that's wrong. I feel that what we need to do is we need to acknowledge our wrongdoings, and then we need to learn from them, not pretend like they didn't happen. Why get rid of that song and be like, oh, it didn't happen? What are you talking about? No, it did. I was an idiot. I own that. And I learned from it, and I don't do it anymore. And I'll outright speak against myself from 10 years ago and say that was wrong what I did. And no one should do that. That's not funny. But I didn't know that back then. I was ignorant. Now I'm not, but that doesn't mean it didn't happen, and that doesn't mean we pretend like it didn't happen, right?
We as gamers need
that's
to
the deal, and that's how I feel everyone
should. We as gamers need to rise up.
That you were wrong if you don't admit that you were wrong. How would you ever learn from it? You know what I mean? So, for me, I think that's a way for me to learn and to be a better person, okay? I do. I think that's a way for me to learn and for me to be a better person. And last night, I was actually, again, it's like the second night of like self-realization where I'm sitting around trying to sleep. I can't because of all the stuff going on in the country. And I'm just kind of thinking about all the stuff from my past that I've said and done, and realizing, man, you know, I could have been part of the problem. Hopefully, I would hope it had nothing to do with the way that people think about African Americans, because I